First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford now to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. give. This is Akers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, 25 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And Lance now to throw. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. Now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
An excellent way to start the drive there at 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Akers. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Akers again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard against it.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike's 50. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Let's go, Mike, 50. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
To throw, it's Lance. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Lance. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stafford on 3rd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, it's Stafford. A quick pass to Kupp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Stafford looks to throw again. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. A carry here for the big tight end. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Ross to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Second down and 3. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch QB's up. 40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic. Check, 41. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert from 4 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's got room. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. On the counter, this is Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
The Lance going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Lance will try again on second down. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by David Long. Boy. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go,
They'll run here with Akers. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw is Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.